You've been told many lies about relocating to the UK and living that perfect life as a Ukarian in the United Kingdom. And unfortunately, these lies set up even the most hardworking and influential immigrants up for failure in the UK. And honestly, I can't believe how common it still is for you to hear these advices in UK migration videos. And the most common of these advices go in the line of just get yourself to the UK, just come anyway, anyhow you can. Once you get to the UK, you'll be fine and you will live happily ever after because all your problems will be gone. The other day, I came across a video where a lady was lamenting about how nobody told her that United Kingdom is like this. She has not seen her husband and her family. They have not spent time together in the past couple of months because she is working, he is working. When he is around, she is not around. When she is around, he is not around, and there's a kind of a dysfunction in their family because they could not spend time together. And this brings me to the purpose of today's video. So in case you never got the memo or you're just researching about migrating and living in the United Kingdom, keep on watching. The first lie that I'm going to talk about is the lie that you are going to be okay once you get into the UK. This is not true at all. You know, when I first came into the UK, my pastor used to say, not everyone in the UK is okay. This is so true, especially when you first come into the United Kingdom. You know, you have a lot of things to get sorted, sorting your house, sorting your school, or, you know, where you're going to work, depending on what your purpose of coming to the UK is. Finding your feet and getting established. The period for finding your feet and getting established for each person in the United Kingdom who came in as an immigrant, it differs. It is different from individual to individual. So the fact that somebody came into the UK and within a year they're already talking about, oh, I bought my first house in the United Kingdom, or oh, I got my car in the UK, doesn't mean that the next person who is in the UK, whom they came into the UK together at the same time, is going to have the same experience. There are a lot of factors, and I can tell you for a fact that when I first came into the UK, I was nothing like what I am right now. And honestly, when I heard that phrase, not everyone in the UK is okay, it resonated a lot with me because at that time, I knew that yes, Victoria, you are not okay. People might be seeing me and say, oh, Victoria is in the UK, but I knew within myself that it wasn't okay. So it depends on a lot of factors, like I said, a lot of things, like your reason for coming to the UK, how easy things are for you. Let me also use an example of my sister and myself. Now, when I came into the UK, I do not know anybody. Like, yeah, I don't have a family here. I came by myself. I came to a new city. I started looking out for church and, you know, people to mingle with and all that. It wasn't the same for my sister because she had a soft landing. When she first came into the UK, she stayed in my place. She ate my food, drank my water. Like, she had a soft landing because she has a sister here. But for somebody who is coming into the UK without knowing anybody, you are just, you know, starting from afresh, starting from the scratch, and there is really no support for you when you come into the UK. It is a different story, of course. So like I said, a lot of factors add up to why people are not okay the first time they come into the UK, of course. So the point I'm trying to bring out is that everybody's journey is different. So that it is very easy for somebody does not mean that it will be very easy for the next person. So don't believe that lie that once you land into the UK, the government takes responsibility of you and then you are okay, you are fine, you are balling, and it's not true. The next lie that I see a lot of people have been told is that once you get into the UK, you will get the British accent. No, my brother and sister, that is not true. I've been staying in the UK for almost 5 years now and I don't speak British English. In fact, the only time that it might look like, not exactly, that it might just look like I'm sounding British is when I'm speaking with my patients who are British. You get? So if you're a Nigerian and you're one of my patients, of course, I will, I will come up to your level and we'll speak on our level. But if I'm speaking to a British patient, I will come up to their level also, because I know that it can be difficult for them to understand some of our intonation and all that. But up till now, I do not have any British accent. I don't even know how to fake it. I don't know how to fake it. And recently I was speaking with somebody and they were sharing how some people that they know were taking their children out of a particular school because the English that the children were speaking was not British English. It was the English of some other type of immigrants that were in their area. You get? And they said the person had to take their child and say, I am not spending this amount of money on you to be speaking this kind of English. You need to be speaking the Queen's English. So they had to take their children out. So basically, not everybody in the UK speaks the Queen's English. Even the native, most of them do not speak the Queen's English. And there are different accents in the UK. Like in Newcastle now, they speak Geordie. There are some other parts of the UK where they speak, other types of dialects and accents. So getting into the UK doesn't mean that you start speaking British English, or your accent will just change overnight and you just, some people actually grasp things very fast, and before you know it, they got to the UK yesterday and this morning they're already, in the accent, or in the British accent mode. There are people like that, but for majority of us, I don't think so. So don't think when you come into the UK you start speaking in British accents. Another lie that you might have been told is that the government here is perfect. They know what they are doing, they are super excellent, and that's not true. The government here is not perfect, because if it is perfect, there will be no strikes, there will be no citizens saying, oh no, we don't want this is what we do. The first time that I learned of us, let me use healthcare as an example, nurses going on strike in the UK, I was beyond amazed, because before I came into the UK, I never for once expected or imagined or think that, the nurses or, anybody will, strike and say, oh, we don't want this, this is what we want. The idea in my head is that like everything is, good, great, perfect, and things are just going right for them here because, it is the UK. However, it's not like that. The government is not perfect. They have their flaws also, and there are many things that a lot of professionals go on strike for and try to catch the attention of the government to do better with different professions. So governments are not perfect here in the United Kingdom. So yes, you will see one or two things that will amaze you and you'll be like, I wasn't expecting this in the United Kingdom. Like, how far, how come, what's going on? Yeah, because they are not perfect. The next lie that you might have been told is that security is the best in the United Kingdom. It's so sad to let you know that that's not true. That is not true. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of news, a lot of happenings about people losing their lives, especially younger children losing their lives in the United Kingdom because of one violent person who just, went on a killing rampage in the United Kingdom. There's this one that stood out because it happened recently, and it happened that a child, when going to school, was, I think, gunned down or stabbed to death because somebody was on a violence rampage in the country, and it is so sad. So basically, security might be better than that of most countries in the world, but it doesn't rule out the fact that there are still many security issues in the United Kingdom. Another lie that you might have been told, which is similar to the first one, is just get into the UK and you will be sorted. There are a lot of jobs for you, you get sponsorship easily and things like that. That is not true. Basically, right now, the government is trying to cut down on the number of immigrants that are coming into the UK. So this means that sponsorships are not as available as they used to be in the past 4-5 years. So right now, people literally need to fight for their sponsorship if they want to remain in the UK, even when they have been in the UK for a number of years, probably for study or for work. And also, laws are changing every time, especially regarding immigrants in the United Kingdom. Once there's a new Home Secretary or there's a new Prime Minister, be rest assured that something is going to change about immigrants and their stay and their, everything in the United Kingdom. So laws are changing, things are changing every day in the UK. So you need to face the reality that you need to start upgrading yourself and try to get better and better to make sure that you are always relevant and needed by your company or by your place of work, or by wherever you want to be at every point in time in the United Kingdom. Let me know in the comment section, what are some of the lies that you've been told in the UK, and when you got to the UK you are like, excuse me, but I thought this was this and that was this. So what's going on here? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, leave me comments below, share this video with somebody, and subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you in this other video showing on your screen.